Grilling time means great steaks. Great steaks deserve great toppings. Check this recipe out for a perfect herb butter. So when it's summer grilling, I love to take advantage of fresh herbs we have in the garden, but you can pick up these fresh herbs and make an exceptional compound butter to put on a great steak. That's what we're gonna do here. A compound butter is simply a butter that's been enhanced with a few ingredients for added flavor. This is a classic combination, including herbs, shallots, and garlic, perfect for amazing steaks. We'll get to those in a minute. First, I start by softening a ½ pound of butter in a mixing bowl, and then start adding some flavor. First, the shallots, finely chopped and into the bowl. If you can't get shallots fine, just grab scallions, they'll work great. Just get them finely chopped. Then we'll get to some herbs. Flat leaf Italian parsley. Curly will work fine here too. Also, some sage leaves. And finally, some rosemary. Rosemary is pretty strong, so I'll mince it really fine and use less than the other herbs. This is a great trio of herbs. Other great choices would be fresh thyme and chives. By the way, if you don't have fresh herbs, you can absolutely make a compound butter with dried herbs. Just use about half the volume of the fresh. Then some roasted garlic. You can buy the pre-minced roasted garlic or roast a whole head and add a few cloves to the butter. Finally, some salt and pepper, and we simply stir the mixture until everything is nice and even. Now we'll pull out some parchment and put the herb butter in the center and spread it out in a bit of sort of a log shape. Now we'll fold the parchment over and start working out air pockets and forming it into a long cylinder. I'll use a bench scraper to get the roundest log shape I can, also avoiding touching and warming the butter up too much with my hands. Cut off any excess parchment, then set it in the refrigerator to firm it up. While the butter chills, I'll get my grill fired up. Now I'm a fan of charcoal for great flavor, but either way, charcoal or gas, get your grill to medium-high heat. Okay, let's get some steaks going. We're not messing around. Beautiful certified Angus Beef brand ribeye steaks. Man, look at that marbling. These are gonna be incredible. Let's get them seasoned with some kosher salt, some fresh cracked pepper. Nice and even and generous on both sides. And onto the grill. I'm going right over the hot area for direct grilling over high heat. After a good sear, rotate on the same side if you want those diamond grill marks. But most importantly, move steaks closer or nearer to hot areas depending on how much searing and flare up you have. Flip them to the other side to finish cooking. But when I'm close to my target doneness or flare up is out of control, I'll pull the steaks to that cool side of the grill. I call it my safe zone. This can happen on cuts like ribeyes that have a lot of extra fat dripping on the heat source. From here, I can baby the temperature to my target. For me, I like ribeyes medium rare, so I'll pull them at 120 to 125 degrees, knowing they will continue to rise in temperature 10 to 15 degrees. Off the grill and onto the cutting board to rest, at least 5 minutes. While they're resting, I'll pull out that steak butter and cut a slice to put on each steak and have it melt as they rest. Now in this case, I've used my favorite steak, the ribeye, but if you like fillets, strip steaks, or T-bones, go for it. This butter will be great on all your steaks coming off the grill. This is a steak party, and I think we topped it just right, so let's see how it tastes. Well, you know I'm gonna cut off the cap of the ribeye and eat that bite. We gotta make sure we taste some of that herb butter. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Man, every bite's gonna be delicious because we have the herb butter all over it. Look at the doneness. It's just what I'm looking for. I think I'm guilty of underestimating what herbs can do with steak. I thought this was gonna be good, but this is blow away good. Those herbs are just awakened. The garlic in there, the shallot comes through, the salt and pepper is just, it's perfectly seasoned. This is to me taking the best and putting it with the absolute best. Enjoy with your crew. This is gonna be an amazing one. You're gonna blow them away when you do this. This will store for weeks, so you can have this on hand all during your grilling season. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time here at the grill.